You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Hey, welcome back to the Troll Hole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to. Reach in, pull it out, hop aboard the troll holster, because we're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts, New Year, same binky, big stinky. It's me, Mike Lester. With me, as always, co-host with most part of the toast, the universe ass he delivered. It's Ben Katzner.
Wow. What's up, Mike?
Nothing much. Doing pretty good.
You doing great?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
We were talking about the fit pre-pod. We love the fit today.
Balaclava.
Balaclava.
Yeah,
I used to call that just like a Robin hoodie.
Robin
hoodie. Yo, pull up that Robin hoodie. That's what I would say.
Excellent.
That's a nice little fit. You could either be robbing a bank, going snowmobiling, or just like hanging out with young black teenagers.
Yeah.
Any of the three.
Or helping load a dishwasher into my home.
That's
what I was doing before this.
Mike, who's our guest today?
Our guest today from Chicago, great comedian, great friend, big in stature. Please welcome to the Hellwell, Chris Higgins. Pew.
Mike got me hooked on Ricola again.
Oh no, a Ricola relapse.
Aren't they good?
I was an addict, and then Mike was like, "Want one?" I was like, "Boy, do I!"
You start scratching. Like, I don't know, man. I got a family, bro.
Yeah,
all right. You know, it'll get out of your system in 24. You'll piss clean in like 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm getting tested soon. Tested positive for Ricola, weed, cocaine.
That mascot looks like a dealer. The Ricola guy. He's
What's
on the
the
mountain
Ricola
with the big
mascot?
horn. He's on the mountain with the big old
like
horn.
a little Swedish guy?
He's a yodeler.
Yeah.
That's what yodeling used to be. The guy would just get up there and be like, "Got a new stash, new Ricola here."
He's getting St. Bernard's High or whoever's up
just
there.
the
with
wire
him.
in Sweden or whatever.
Climb on up.
Do people still yodel?
Oh, sure.
But like not like as like a necessary action. Like yodel, someone's dying at the bottom of the hill. Like
Someone's got to yodel at these drones, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's a yodel. I mean, honestly, so I grew up in Colorado.
Okay.
And I remember when I was growing up, there was like a girl, a couple grades below me, family friend, and they were like, "Everyone, come. Zoe's doing some yodeling tonight." Yeah, I'm like, we went and watched like a yodeling thing. It was around Christmas, I had nothing else to do. I was like, I'll go watch
I'm on break.
Yeah, I'll go watch my family friend do some yodeling here. It'd be great.
I feel like Americans are so desperate for culture. Sometimes we hold on to shit.
Yeah.
My wife grew up in a town where they do Norwegian dancing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you don't have to do. You could just do normal dancing.
Is that just like moving side to side? What is that?
I refuse to watch it, so I have no idea what it actually is. But I know they put on like traditional Norwegian things, and they're like, I'm assuming it's a lot of like elbows like this.
Yeah.
And I just like, why is that a thing? Nobody asked for that.
Heavy wooden clog going on.
Probably a lot of clogs.
Oh, it's the clog stuff.
Or that might
Maybe.
be that's Holland.
might be
That's like
Dutch.
Holland. Yeah.
Here's the thing. For me to know any more about this, I'd have to speak to my wife, and we're not going to be doing that. So Emil's looking it up. Emil's has 3 screens. They're all Norwegian dancing.
Yeah.
He's like, this is art.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. It's just the podcast we're recording. Not a big deal.
It's actually quiet in this studio for once.
For the first time ever. There's not a junior Skrillex just blowing through the wall. You're like, let's turn this up
junior
a
Skrillex. Skrillex Junior.
It's because it's a DJ studio. Sometimes people just really be hitting it hard. We're like, we love that for you, and you're gonna make it, but you are destroying this podcast right now. I want you
The next Diplo is going to come out of Slam Academy.
100%.
I got I'm staying at a hotel downtown here, and Tipper is in town.
Tipper.
Yeah.
Who's Tipper?
Very
Tipper
big
Gore?
very big in the EDM scene.
Yeah, like huge.
He's
Like
in
an
retirement.
EDM DJ of EDM DJs. Like
Whoa.
Underground.
my whole entire lobby is just filled with tie-dye pants and jackets and like just absolute Wooksville,
Wow.
A lot of DMT and acid in your lobby.
You could say Wook.
What the fuck is Wook?
A Wook is like a yeah, it's kind of like Mike and I.
So we can say it. We can say it.
If
I'm
Mike
with
and I
you,
were
Chris.
like really into camping festivals and like did way too much like Molly and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were wooks.
You got a W word. You know? Like,
it's
this
long
guy's
hair.
a
It's
wooker.
long hair whites with that, like a step
Wow.
away from having dreads.
You know I got long
Oh
hair
my
under
God.
here.
That's a wook right there.
That's a
Yeah.
Neil, that's you without dreads.
Yeah.
Like you don't have dreads.
Yeah.
That person has dreads.
Yeah,
That's
we're-
okay.
Wear these pants.
If I weren't
Oh my
married,
God.
that'd be me, dude.
I'm surrounded by whoops
so
right
mean.
now, dog.
Yeah, we got three.
Fuck.
We got three
Yeah.
men who are a couple decisions away.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Looked up.
I
being-
was so close for so long.
Yeah. I get called it all the time, and I'm like, in fact, no. I'm from Colorado, like where they all came from originally, and they drive me crazy a little bit.
I was about to say you look like a wook that's not wearing like the clothes.
Yeah. I got my hair up.
Undercover wook.
Yeah.
Is this what white people feel like hanging out with black people? Where it's like, well, they're all saying it, but I feel like I should say it, right? You're saying it. I should say it.
And then we're like, you can say it.
You're like,
And then as soon as you
I'm
say it, we're like, get it.
whoa.
I feel like I'm part of something, dude. This is rules.
I feel a little bit nervous. I'm surrounded by the W word, and I just,
I was gonna say, Chris, with all the wooks at your hotel, you could hop in a K-hole easy.
Oh man, I
Easy.
honestly have been looking for weed, and I don't know why. I should just be like,
yeah,
you share the love, brother.
right.
Yeah.
I'll get
No
you back
question.
at Tipper. I'll get some
Yeah.
horse drugs later.
We
Okay.
might be able to help you with the weed thing.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
boys
yeah.
and
Yeah.
girls.
Anyone, whoever's got it, can get
We
it.
might be able to help you.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
I will say, coming to I looked up my hotel. I looked up like dispensaries near
They
downtown.
ain't good yet.
They're
man.
not dispensaries yet.
No.
I
They're
was
not
duped
good.
and bamboozled.
Garbage.
You got Delta 9.
Yeah.
at
Delta
best.
9.
I didn't buy it because as soon as I went in there, I was like,
Yeah, you felt
No,
it.
no,
it doesn't
this
even
is-
smell like
yeah,
it.
I was like, this isn't weed.
It smells like betrayal. In
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Well, now,
it.
let me
Vengeance!
ask you this question: do you ever do the thing from stage? I'm not above this. I've done this like 3 times, where you're like, "Hey, I gotta be honest. I just want to smoke after the show," or like, "I just want to do mushrooms after the show."
1,000%.
Yeah.
I've got
that always works.
Yeah,
I've
it
gotten
does.
edibles on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've definitely had like a joint. I think one time someone threw a joint at me while I
Oh,
was
great.
on stage, and I didn't catch it. But goddamn, if I had caught it, I would be the cool. I'd be famous.
No
probably.
hands, just
Yeah.
with your. It's like
In the mouth,
Yeah.
lit
Awesome.
lighter flies up.
Yeah, I saw Toots and the Maytals one time growing up.
it's like you're speaking a different language to me. Sometimes.
Toots and the Maytals
You know?
are an old reggae band and from Jamaica, and where reggae is from.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Allegedly.
a guy got the lead singer, a blunt did get thrown at him, and he just caught it, put it, and I was like, holy shit, he's a god.
Nice.
Like,
That's pretty
yeah,
sick.
it was the coolest thing
Oh,
I've ever
as a
seen.
young stoner, I mean, that's the dream.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of the one thing I can think of. I remember Afro Man. You remember Afro Man? Trying to get him on the
Yeah.
pod. Afro Man, if you're watching,
Afro Man,
get on the pod.
Is he canceled?
He's
I
awesome.
loose.
Ah,
maybe.
get on the pod.
Someone. He's the guy I've always thought was like laid back. He's not like fully reggae, whatever, but like kind of adjacent.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want to see one of his videos, and it was just someone ran on stage, and he just like bam, like knocked him out. I was like, oh, I guess not everybody in this genre is chill.
Yeah.
I guess that was a weird assumption I was making.
That's not the island way, Afro Man.
He's probably like, I'm from Cleveland. I don't know.
Is he?
I don't. He's not like.
He's like from
Jamaican
the
or
Rust
anything.
Belt.
I'm pretty sure.
He's on that Skyline chili kick.
What I do know is he was doing a show here, and it was not at a known venue. It was at like
Oh boy.
a strip mall or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I think we could probably get him on the pod. by
Yeah.
now.
A venue weed co-headline.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
And lose money at.
Yeah. Hey there, sludgelings. Welcome back to another edition of the Trollhole Podcast. Mike and Ben breaking in here real quick with a little call to action for you. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell right there so you're always notified of all of our new sweet little posts. And a little something else for you too. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? Feel free to email trollholepod@gmail.com. Send us your weirdness and we will deal with it for you. A little troll back because we have your back. Now enjoy this episode of the Troll Hole.
All right, let's get into our first segment.
Hold on,
In our first segment, and that segment is: Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? DASAWTYTW.
Nailed it. Doing great. Mike, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
New Year's Eve, I did a gig,
Oh wait,
and what?
didn't introduce Neil.
Oh, well, before I talk about that, let's introduce the man that makes it happen. The only reason we're here, the Lord of the board, Neil. We're so sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I don't ever want to butt in.
The Wookieest Wook you ever looked.
I'll be the Wookiee.
Yeah.
Can you be the W word if you're not a white person?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's an energy, man.
It's a vibe.
It's just a thing.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just felt bad that we didn't.
No, you're
No, we
good.
gotta introduce
All
him.
right. Go ahead, buddy.
So New Year's Eve, I did a gig, and they were giving out door prizes, and I traded a lady some merch for this pack of like 18 Twinkies.
Okay.
And so,
Speaking my language.
yeah, the Twinkies lasted 2 days at my house before my wife made me take them into work because she's like, you just can't have this many Twinkies around you. And so I take them into work, and it's this big box. And one of my coworkers is like, there's 9 missing. Half of these Twinkies are gone. And he points, he's like, Mike, you eat all of these? And I was like, my wife and I ate them. Oops. She ate 1 to my 8, but it felt bad.
Still counts.
It
Still
felt
counts.
bad. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like the guy who's like 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. I don't like that.
It's
he's
like they're
coming in.
free. Why
Yeah.
are you judging me? Take the fucking Twinkies.
I think your
Hold on.
mistake was
Yeah.
that you should have. Did you take him out of the box?
No, I left it. The box is
Take
so
it.
Yeah, the
fun.
box is
Take 'em
kind
out.
of key, though.
I
Yeah.
get that.
Like
but
loose Twinkies
Yeah.
seems like,
as soon as I send them, I get
like a
thrown at
big
you on stage.
ziploc of Twinkies.
I robbed a
Everything's
bodega.
fine with these, by the way. Like, no offense, if Mike brought me loose Twinkies, I'd be like,
Chris knows me so well.
yeah, I was like,
already.
these got stuff in them.
He put things in
Yeah,
them.
give me those now.
Yeah.
I'm not fooled by this plastic seal. I know where this is
Yeah,
at. I
yeah.
understand.
Mike made love to these Twinkies and resealed them. Mike went into a Menards, made love to some Twinkies.
Oh, okay.
Brought 'em.
You can get Twinkies at Menards?
Yeah, that was such
That's
a
where you get the
specific-
big, because it was a gift box size. That's
Yeah.
where you get like the big candy and like the big snack cakes
No
discount.
shit. I'm
Yeah.
in.
Because we had a clock on them. They expire the 7th. And so
Okay.
we didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah, that's what you should have said. Like, no, I'm doing this for you. These are
Yeah.
gonna be gone.
Well, I was
I'm
saying
helping
that
you.
to myself when I was eating them
Sure.
before bed. I was like, I don't have a lot of time. And I would
Yeah.
just be housing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
They're delicious.
I'm in
though.
that habit so much with food.
Yeah.
I can't. I shouldn't. No more. And then,
Yeah.
oops.
What's your favorite, like, cause you smoke weed, what's your favorite, like, late night munchy food?
Oh man.
If you just had whatever you wanted, what would it be?
If I could have whatever I wanted, probably like just a leftover sandwich.
Leftover, not even a fresh
No,
one.
not a fresh one.
Wow.
Been in the fridge a while. Been in the fridge a while. It's all kind of melted together. A little bit.
It's a little wet.
It's congealed. Yeah, it's wetter than it
Yeah.
should be. That's
Yeah.
It's honestly the best kind of sandwich.
Okay.
When I'm really high, yeah, I like
Yeah.
gross stuff. You know.
You get that off DoorDash. Just order it fresh.
Yeah,
It'll
one
come like
wet
leftover.
sandwich.
Yeah. Old sandwich. You got any that no one picked up?
Specialty instructions.
I don't-
Old.
I think it was just more of a memory that was like because I got a good sandwich when I was home, didn't eat all of it, then
Yeah.
was really high and ate it later, and I was like, "This is even better than it was the first
Oh,
time."
yeah.
around.
Second chance sandwich is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I like
Leftovers are kind of my favorite munchy food.
Sure.
Because it's like a treasure. You always
Yeah.
forget about it, and then you're like,
Treasure.
yeah, you're like, "Oh, wait a second, I have more. I got loot in the fridge. Okay, there's loot to eat. Yeah."
that. Who's bestowed this gift upon me? It was me.
Earlier, I forgot about that guy. I always forget about earlier, Chris.
Buddy, I'm going to tell you right now, we usually don't do this on the podcast. If that's not a bit, that should be a bit. That's
Oh,
really funny.
really?
That's
Oh.
really funny.
Hell yeah.
Leftovers? That's great.
Yes.
What, you think my Twinkie things got let? Now that we're workshopping, you think I... I'm lacking some new material.
What I like about you is that we have the same diet, but our bodies just like process it completely different. You know
Dude, I got my physical yesterday. Shocking numbers.
Really?
Impeccable blood work. Impeccable blood work.
Honestly, I had the same thing happen to me. My doctor is like around my size.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know what's going to be going on with you. Like, he was like, high cholesterol, blood pressure's going to be fucked up. And then I got my numbers back, and he like, you could tell when he called me, they were like gritted teeth. He was like, it's perfectly normal.
How did you do it? Tell me now.
Keep doing what you're doing, I guess. It's like beer and steak.
Yeah. We'll do the follow-up pod a few years from now when we get our hearts scanned.
Yeah. You just pan down to our legs. None of us have feet.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah. We're all on oxygen.
Yeah. We need stints.
Those doctors were wrong.
Wookiees with stints.
Yeah.
I do have a feeling like they say you never trust a skinny chef. I feel like you never trust a thick doctor. You know what I mean?
It's kind of true, yeah.
Because I feel like I understand where you're coming from, but you're not going to give me that cold, hard doctor truth that I do.
Yeah.
So,
Same thing with a toothless veterinarian. If you're missing some teeth, you're not taking care of my dog.
And a petless dentist.
Yeah.
You don't have a dog, you can't touch my teeth.
You sold your dog for meth. Oh, maybe that's a bit. All right, I got one.
Yeah, we got one.
I got one.
the world.
I got one. Tag it on.
I love it.
So, Ben, did anyone say anything fucking weird to you this week, dude? Now that you're checking your phone?
Well, yeah, that was my sign for you to say it to me.
Okay. Well,
you
message received.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I didn't
What you got?
This was it's another response. I think I just gotta be.
Lord, this is a long note.
This is
holy shit, Chris! You should see this note.
I'm thinking. I think I've said this before.
Let's throw it up on screen, Neil.
Yeah. It's just my dick.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's not that long at all, actually. So I had an interaction online. Something happened.
Oh, nice.
And my friend, comedian Maddie Smith had posted something. She posted this clip about basically someone was talking to like one of her agents or managers or something.
Adrian Appalucci.
Yeah. This is a great clip. If you watch it, you should go online and watch this clip.
Really funny.
It's one comedian yelling at another comedian's management on behalf of this other comedian. Yeah. And then Maddie Smith got fired or got dropped by her
I don't think it was very ridiculous what Adrian was saying either.
It was. I mean, I'd be annoyed if I was one of those. Like, don't fucking talk to me. But it doesn't matter. You shouldn't. It's not a reason to drop someone. Whatever. And then I saw that clip and I commented, and I was just like, "Whoa, for real?" Something like, "Whoa, for real? That's crazy." It's nothing. Damn. It was innocuous. It was talking to Maddie specifically.
That's a crazy comment.
Yeah. You're nuts.
That shit's
crazy
wild.
comment.
Reel it in, Ben, please.
Whoa. Not cool.
And then someone, Robbie Reichenbauer, at Justice Jonesy on X, replied, "Ridiculous. She's not problematic or racist like Andrew Schultz." True. And then they go, "Maddie's toothbrush has more African American DNA than a shower drain at Rikers. She's an ally." That was the response to me going, "Whoa, it's crazy this happened to you." And this person's like, "She's not problematic like Andrew Schultz."
Or
here's the most racist thing.
Trust me, I know problematic.
Here's a level of racism that's so in-depth and creative, it's actually impressive.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah. What a crazy thing to say.
I've never really... The combo.
I feel like that's Chat GBT, dude. That's some fucking AI shit. Yeah.
I mean, at least they're acknowledging an endemic and systematic racism.
Like prison industrial
privatization of prisons is a problem. That's why all these African American jigaboos need to get out of there. Like, whoa.
Yeah, really. Whoa there, man.
You got to take it there.
But
okay, well,
it's one of those. It's one of those comments where you're like, "Is this really fucked up, or is it like is it woke?"
Right. so potentially woke it swings back to racism.
Like right back to libertarianism.
Yeah.
Is this a Kamala quote? What is this?
Just African American DNA is just like a line that I don't love.
Yeah.
I just don't like seeing that.
Not
print.
great. Not a great.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But so that was one. And I was just like, you know what? Just we're good. Put
Take
the
care.
phone. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go talk to someone. I'm gonna go talk. To
You went right into therapy after that.
She's like, "Oh, did you see my tweet?" Hell yeah! What about you, Chris? Anyone say anything weird to you lately this week?
One that it was weird was like after a show, someone came up to me and was like, "Really loved your monologue."
Oh,
Which like the worst way to be like, you bombed. Like, nice dramatic reading up there. I don't know. The loved your monologue. You get comments like that, and you're like, people don't understand stand-up comedy.
yeah, that's along the same lines of like, oh, great skit up there or whatever. It's like I don't even know where you heard these words. You remembered like 4th grade public speaking or something. And you're like skit monologue. That's what you're
One
doing.
of the words up there.
Right.
Yeah,
Monologue would hurt me a little bit.
It did hurt a little bit. I was like, I thought I did well, but I was. It came across as a monologue.
Yeah,
Like,
what was the venue? Was this at like a Don't Tell pop-up? Was this at a real comedy venue? Because I'm like, okay, if it's a Don't Tell at like a fucking library, I kind of get that. You know?
No, it was a real comedy venue. Yeah. It said comedy on the front of the building.
It was a real chuckle hut. All right.
Yeah, maybe she was sitting there. Was like, this is the dramatic portion of the show. he's really getting up there and waxing about his.
That is tough. Like if you're on stage, and I feel like you don't skew too dark in your jokes or anything like that.
No,
You're pretty light and fun.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I feel like I go a little dark or whatever. The other night there was definitely a crowd that was like they I think they were enjoying it, but they were like truly hanging on every word like it was a one-man show.
Yeah.
I was like, no. It's jokes. We're having a good, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I would say a punchline, like, oh, and I'm adopted or something. They'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, laugh.
He's
it's
so
okay.
powerful.
Yeah. I was gonna
So
say, what an
brave.
interesting point.
Brave.
What good perspective that is.
Bravery.
He's an ally.
I learned from you and your pain. Thank you so much. Like those
You're doing the no square bit.
don't touch me in my dick. And they're like, wow, thought provoking. Love that.
I'm trying to look at other like comments here, just weird ones where like another person was just like, you ever get one where you're like someone writes something and then you like it and then you're like, oh, I should not have liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have a girlfriend, been dating her for 5 years, love her a lot, and you get a comment from somebody being like, love you, future husband, and you're
She's like, what's this, Chris?
Yeah, you're like, oh no.
I'm sorry, I thought it was you.
I
I thought it was you from your burner.
Thank God my girlfriend has me muted, you know.
Yes.
Dream.
Every couple, if you are dating a comedian or an artist or anybody who's posting a lot, mute them and save your relationship.
She really, I don't think she's ever told me that I'm muted, but like I'm like, did you ever like she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, put it like it's like I'm talking about something on my story. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how is it not on your
I love it.
algorithm? We DM a lot. You blocked my stories.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I send you videos of pigs getting scared of their own farts all the time.
Yeah.
So I just figured I'd be in Cincinnati this week.
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, that's a good genre.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Critters getting scared of their toots.
I honestly just
like
pulled that out. I don't know if that's real. We could make that real.
Let's make it real.
Let's make it real.
I rode a horse once that got scared of its own fart. It farted, and then next thing we know, we were running.
That's what happened to Christopher Reeves, actually.
Yeah, you got lucky.
The horse got scared of its toot.
I held on.
Nevertheless, he persisted.
I'm stronger than fucking Superman, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. All right.
Yep.
That was great. Let's move into our next
Hold on.
segment.
Clutch up.
You had to get one last one in.
Is that the name of the next segment?
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's
maybe it
clutch
should be.
up.
Clutch up.
Hold on. Clutch,
We do
clutch,
tests of
clutch.
strength.
Feats of strength.
Yep, Chris
All right.
and I are going to leg wrestle.
So we talk about. Okay.
Fucked, bud.
Now you're doing your little horny fantasies.
I ride horses. These are strong.
This is a social media adjacent podcast. We talk about social media and stuff. Before we get into trolls and all that sort of stuff, we like to ask our guests, do you have a favorite app? Do you have a favorite platform? Do you hate all of this? How do you feel about being on social media in general?
I really don't like it.
Yeah.
I have the notifications turned off and like
Yeah.
all that shit. Try not to look at anything. It like I actually like have people posting for me.
No, that's great.
Crazy.
That's
yeah.
the dream.
Yeah.
That's literally all of us who just want to be like
Yeah.
doing well enough where someone else can do it for
Yeah, I don't know if like I mean what happened was I was like my Instagram is not monetized. If you guys can monetize it, then
Mm.
the money is yours.
Mm.
You know,
Hell yeah.
Because like it's Ouroboros, it's
Absolutely.
a snake eating itself. So I just couldn't do it. And I almost was quitting stand up because I was like having to edit, having to
Yes.
do that, and then you'd post it, and then it wouldn't go well, and there was nothing more like devastating than that. And you're like, well, I want to care about the live thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Instagram is my least favorite, but also my favorite at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like it's done. I'm glad I'm there, but
How-
I hate it as well.
How did that turn around for you? Like, cause you've popped off, you're doing well, you're almost at like 100K on IG. Like,
Right.
what did you implement to turn that around from when like your posts were doing bad to now they're doing good? You
It-
post consistently.
Yeah, it was just the consistency, really. I and it was also like thinking about it differently in a sense of like, because the algorithm shows a third of your followers stuff, and
Yeah.
then the other 2/3 aren't getting it. So
Mhm.
like I post different versions of the same joke, plenty.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
Yeah. It was just like just taking it less seriously. Honestly, started
Yeah.
helping a little bit. And then these guys who are professionals at managing social media helped a lot.
That's
you know?
awesome, dude.
Like I had a first couple videos go well, then I was like, someone else has to do this.
yeah.
And, like
yeah.
I'm losing followers
Yes.
because I suck at this so much.
Yeah.
And
It's
that-
just you riding horses every other video.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
okay, but this is actually the content we're trying to do here.
to do comedy. But I mean, and then my honestly my favorite app now is Duolingo, baby.
That's awesome.
I'm learning Dutch.
There
you go.
Because why not? And the mini, like the crosswords, play those every.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my wife loves those.
I've been getting
Yeah.
into Scrabble lately.
Oh, yeah?
Doing Scrabble on
Words
my
with
phone.
friends?
Nope, Scrabble.
Just Scrabble
Scrabble by
online.
myself against
Scrabble with enemies.
Analog Scrabble.
I bring it with myself.
It's much
Play
different.
myself.
yeah.
Ben meets up with him, and he's like, "Well, we're doing this."
What'd you say?
Like the old guy from Toy Story. The guy who plays chess with himself in Toy Story.
Oh shit!
Is that
I-
a
It's
like
Toy
the-
Story?
I've seen that though.
It's the
It's like a very villainous thing to do. I feel like.
play chess with yourself.
Yeah. It's like no one is smarter than me except me.
I did that with Magic the Gathering, dude. I would do like test hands. I'd build a new deck and just do test hands.
I recently
Tough.
I played my first game of Magic over Christmas.
Nice.
Very fun.
Yeah, what format did you play?
What's it called when you have one guy like one
Commander.
Yeah, commander.
100 card EDH.
Yep.
Singleton.
Yep. I had my deck was like a Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
it
the
was-
pre-con.
It
Very
was like
nice.
a Saruman the White was
Yep.
my commander.
Hell yeah.
It was sick. I honestly was like, if I had more, I think I'm gonna get into Magic the
Get
Gathering.
in the Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Dude,
Stopping
hit
you.
me up.
Yeah. Okay.
If
Fuck
you're
yeah.
in town, you want to play, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. Why not? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're at Sisyphus all the time. I feel like Sam
Yeah.
isn't Sam.
Yep. Sam
Sam's a big
plays.
Magic.
Sam plays Magic too.
Yeah. He plays like standard, modern. Not
I tried downloading the thing onto my
Arena?
iPhone. Yeah, Arena
Yeah.
onto my iPad.
Jesus.
And but
I'm a fan.
I love it when people stumble upon shit that you really know. Because it's like you know the answer to every single thing.
I know.
That thing. You're like,
Arena.
That's
It's too
not-
big.
Yeah.
It's such a big
Yeah.
app.
You need a tablet or a laptop.
Like
yeah.
my tablet's weak. It's full of my drawings.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
My doodles.
My videos.
All my serial killing I'm doing. It is all on my iPad.
All my Ring doorbell
Yeah,
serial
yeah,
killing
yeah.
footage.
For all my sin pics.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's before we jump too much deeper into Magic. Let me ask you this question: what does your explore page look like? Do you know, like on Instagram
Yeah,
or on TikTok?
we can look at it.
Yeah, I love a live look.
I don't really care.
Are the people running your page, have they affected your algorithm at all? Like what they're looking at?
I don't think so.
Or are they very in and out professional?
My algorithm is like hippos fighting.
Oh,
Covered in blood, and then
Holy.
got a lot of like rustic farming techniques
sure,
in
sure.
there.
Get some rice, get some
Third
gold.
world, yep.
Shark, and then plenty of soccer. Like
Okay.
I'm a big soccer
You like
guy.
that?
Football.
Yeah,
Who's your club?
Liverpool Football Club.
Alrighty.
And then
Didn't know anything about that, did you?
Alrighty.
I'm honestly like pretty excited that I've gotten boobs off of my.
I was gonna
Discover.
say, let's take
Yeah.
2 scrolls down. Let's see
No,
what
like
happens.
not a
Oh,
whole lot.
oh,
There's a
Oh,
woman.
oh,
I saw
oh,
a woman.
there's a
I
strong-
saw 2 women.
There's
I
a
see 3
strong
women.
lady. There's a strong lady.
There-
Click on her.
Always-
Click on her.
Strong
yeah.
ladies.
Oh,
God damn, that's what I'm into, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, not many chicks.
Step
pretty,
all over me. I love it.
pretty excited about how unhorny
Yeah,
I've
that's
gotten.
good. That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, this is. I mean, they're in there.
They're always
They're
2 to
in
3
there.
scrolls
Yeah,
away.
they pop up.
That's just what Instagram is, so that makes a lot of sense.
But like refreshing it.
Yeah.
We just this is cool. Lord of the Rings. Got some Lord of the Rings
There
in
we
here.
go.
Got
Chris.
some busty
That
elven Lord of the
magic's
Rings
gonna start
drawings in
seeping
there.
in there,
Dude, I'm all about Lord of the Rings. That's why it's always surprising when I'm not into Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, a little. I could see that.
Because I listen to fantasy novels constantly on audio.
Oh, okay.
On Audible. That's like that's my favorite app.
Audible.
Audible
pretty sick.
for
That's a
sure.
good one.
I need to get rid of it though, probably.
You know, do you
Why?
know the app?
It's an Amazon company, you know.
Who cares?
I know. I'm trying to be
You can't be ethical in a
Yeah.
non-ethical.
They have
system.
Libby?
Capitalism.
Yeah, I was gonna say Libby. Have you
Yeah.
used that?
No, but that's
It's
like
very
I
good.
want to get that app because it's a library app.
Yep.
And it supports libraries
Sure.
across the country and stuff, and like that seems like a good thing to get behind.
Here's the
thought-
thing too, Chris. You can have unlimited library cards on there.
Yeah.
So you can have access to like if you wanted like every library
I honestly
in the country.
would
Yeah.
be into that. I go to libraries sometimes. Go ahead to go right. Like
Yeah, me too. Actually,
it's not a bad
Yeah.
place to go.
I did it once. But
yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it. It's a
Yeah.
good place to go.
There's some
That's
really.
what that one guy was. The
If you're ever in Chicago, go to the Harold Washington Library. That's the coolest thing. And go all the way to the top. It's like this big glass dome. And it's like 70, 80-foot ceiling. And you sit there and write. You feel like you're going to be fucking composing something. You know? Like, very cool library.
what's the bathroom situation?
Not great.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's a problem.
You will get yelled at by a guy who lives outside.
So I'm going to the library for 2 things: pick up the books I want. Well, okay, maybe 3 things. Right? Find a book. Take a shit.
Emergency dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do sometimes plan. I'm like, oh, I want to go outside and then go to the library and poop in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go back about my day.
Yeah. I don't think Chicago Public Library.
Okay.
I'm doing a hover dump on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm licking the seat.
Nice.
We're different. We're a different breed over
I'm
here.
built different.
Should we get into some trolls?
Let's
What do
get
you
into
think,
some
Michael?
trolls.
So this is part of the show where
Buy me some time.
You don't have to. We went through. We found some fun comments. We're gonna defend your honor.
Oh,
We're
on
gonna
my
talk
stuff.
about- yeah. On
Hell
your
yeah.
stuff.
Let's go.
And obviously you got a lot of very fun videos out there. You got a lot of fun things popping off, and we're not doing any of like, hey, kill yourself, you suck, whatever. Also, I didn't really see any of that, but I will say, we just like to find the random trolls that people drop and just kind of.
I'm into it. Let's do it. That's fine. Some of my comments are insane. I will also say the people that comment stuff like this joke, someone else did it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
My bad. I'm not trying to steal anything.
Right.
Dude, you're such a creative, great joke writer. I just watched your one about the cat that you thought was Alan Rickman.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, that's
That's
such
a
a
great
funny
joke.
bit.
Thank
awesome,
you. Thank
bro.
you.
I don't really give it up that often, but you're creative.
No,
Oh,
he doesn't. I've
appreciate
known him
you.
for 15 years. He hasn't said anything like that to me.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, just write something.
No, it's not
So Mike says here, Patton Oswalt and Jason Momoa had a baby.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah, I love that.
Patton, yeah, bring in Patton's body into that. Like he seems like a nice fella, no shade, but when sometimes people just say Jason Momoa, Momoa.
Sure.
And I'm like, come on now. Like, let's
Like, stop.
be realistic. here.
I saw
Stop.
that a lot, dude.
Yeah.
It's Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
a lot.
people. It's just because I have intense eyebrows. I think.
Have you ever gotten Jason Mimosa?
When you do that,
Yeah.
that is very intense.
Yeah,
I do feel like, Aquaman.
Jason
Sure.
Mimosa. Yeah,
Yeah.
people. Yeah, I think so.
Mimosa.
That one I'm always
Fuck
like,
you,
are they
dude.
clever or are they? Is it a typo?
Fuck you.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's good, dude.
Jason bottomless
Mimosa.
mimosas. I got no ass.
Dude, that's a Halloween costume at least, dude. That'd be good.
Yeah, that it would be. It would be funny to meet that guy and be like, people say I look like you.
Yeah.
and then he'd be like, Jesus Christ. He's like, I gotta go work out.
Walk the set of Aquaman with me, Chris.
Yeah. Come to Dothraki with me.
VVG Keep 9072 says, so Chris Hemsworth has finally hit rock bottom.
Yep, get that one a lot too. Yeah, that one ain't bad. I'll definitely get the fat Thor things plenty. Yeah.
This was off one of your Lord of the Rings one. It's from Garrett Spence. It says, nah, you're Tom Bombadil, which to me is not an insult. He is low-key one of the most powerful figures in Lord of the Rings.
Who is that?
He is. He is like I think the most powerful non-wizard guy.
Who is this person?
He's in the books. He's like a guy that they stumble upon before they even get to like the.
It's like fresh out of the Shire, they stumble upon him.
Before the Shire, between the Shire and Bree.
Yeah.
The Inn of the Prancing Pony. Do you not know?
Oh, Chris.
Ben,
Chris,
please.
Chris, I'm with you, dude. Go. Go, Chris.
Before they catch the ferry at Bree
This
to
rules.
Rivendell, they stumble upon Bombadil. It's Tom Bombadil, who's like a forest fella.
Yeah.
They all get trapped in like a tree. He sings them out of the tree.
Yep.
His wife, super hot. She's
Oh,
there.
yeah.
What's her name again?
Do they ever cover him?
Janice.
They never cover him in the movies or limited series, do they?
I think he might be in the Amazon series.
Because I remember watching the movies when they came out and being like pissed that he didn't get anything.
I was in the same boat, friend.
Chris and I are mind melding.
Yeah.
What's so funny is before the podcast, you're like, is it Jeff? Is it Todd? And now you're like, this is my best friend.
I'm sorry. I'm coming off these weed beverages from last night.
Hell yeah.
Not an excuse.
Yes, it is.
What are they called? Trail magic or something like that?
No, so I get these
Get ready to
ones
cut this
from
out.
Fair State Brewing.
sorry.
Fair State Brewing does a really good one. They're
We'll leave
local.
that in.
Oh, nice.
You like Fair State?
Sour lemon.
Hell yeah. Are we can't plug products?
Yeah, you can plug whatever you want.
okay.
We'll just cut it
That's
out.
one of
Say
Ben's
whatever you
bits.
want. We'll just cut it out.
No,
go ahead.
Just cut it out.
Yeah, I remember having a discussion with a few friends being like they left out Tom Bombadil. But I think also he did a lot of singing. That was like his
Sure.
Yes.
A lot of his thing was singing, and I think for those books they were trying to set a different tone.
Yeah.
Whereas in the movies, and whereas
Yeah.
the books, I think he was like, don't worry, it's still kind of like The Hobbit. We got this character Tom Bombadil.
They were just like, this guy's too gay.
They're like too gay. His wife's too hot. We're not going to be able to explain that.
People just aren't gonna get it. They didn't have bisexuals back in like
have
2003, so they wouldn't.
Random guy who's way more powerful than Saruman and Gandalf.
Dude, that's the thing is he could have just fixed everything. I'm like, go back to Tom. I remember reading, I'm like, go get Tom. Dude.
I also love he sings about himself a lot.
Yeah.
He's like rolling through the forest, he's like, oh, Tom Bombadil, like Tom Bombadil. Like, so man, I should write a
They
song
need to
about
redo
myself.
those movies, and you need to be cast as this guy. I don't know who he is, but that felt right. To me.
I'm in. Thanks, Garrett
Yeah,
Spence. Yeah.
Who's the reality show Traitors? Who's the host of that? God damn it. He'd be the perfect Tom Bombadil.
There he is, dude. That's Tom Bombadil.
Oh my God!
That looks like you, bro.
Holy shit!
Bro, that looks just like you.
He's got like a red
It
beard.
looks just like you, dude.
Hold on.
I know damn well at some point in your life you've had a hand up like this and been jolly walking in the.
I got
Bro.
this. I wish I could pull up this photo.
Alan Cummings, that's the host of Traitors. He'd
Alan
be a
Cummings?
great Tom Bombadil.
Whoa!
Fuck
Chris?
yeah, dude. They should have fucking reached out.
Chris?
I wish. All right, no, I can't find it.
Your
but
social media team's keeping it from you, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't want
That's
them to outgrow
great.
us.
Yeah, we'll
Get
throw
him
that
on
up. That's
Bombadil.
incredible.
Yeah.
They should do a spin-off just called Bombadil.
Dude, that would be
Meet the
sick.
Bombadils.
Yeah.
A Tom Bombadil like origin.
Yeah.
Dude, I would.
Let's exchange info.
Yeah.
We'll write it
Let's
after
write
this.
it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll send you some of my specs.
Yeah.
See if we mesh. Here's one great bit you did about sports jerseys and some of the fallout from that.
Oh yeah. People hated that.
Yeah. Danimals _Munoz says jerseys are for women and children. Grown men out here looking like they got Diddy invitations.
God damn, dude.
That invitation is wild.
That guy. Yeah. All right. What's the next one?
Vinny T. Calabrese says freezing cold take.
Yes, that one haunted me.
Dude.
Yeah. I was like, am I freezing cold? Am I not?
Sat
Am
with
I not
you?
cutting edge here? You know, it's stuff like that. You take risks. Sometimes you end up posting stuff that people are like, everyone said this before. And you're like,
Sure.
well, in striving to be original, we will fail occasionally.
It's not a failure though. It
Yeah.
got 298,000 views.
That's true.
Yeah, it
that-
got like the analytics on it are amazing. This is my favorite one from Red _Locust. Dude, I don't like wearing any dude's name on my back but my own.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But my own is actually a wilder part of that.
Yeah, that's
do you
what I'm
mean?
saying.
It's like, oh, Gregerson or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, that's weirder than being like.
It's his
yeah.
way of like subtly being like, I played sports.
Yeah.
At a semi-elite level. I got to the point where my name was on the back.
I feel like at this point, you're like, if your name is on the back of your jersey, we just assume you mentally can't handle, like you need it just in case you get
to
lost.
remember
Yeah.
your name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were supposed to be attached to a leash and you got free, and everybody
we gotta
knows.
get the guest jerseys so I don't forget, dude.
Yeah, that's
Just-
good. That's pretty good.
Name across
Name
the
up
front,
front.
like a prison
Yeah.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You get me the wrong jersey.
I'll never forget
The
you,
Denver
Chris.
Jeffs.
Being an alpha male is not for me. Another great clip. Only one for this that I found that was great. Graphixation said, "Comedy is funny. This was just sad."
I love that, man.
I don't think you have a sad joke in your repertoire.
I mean-
I've seen you enough to be like, you never made me sad watching.
Well,
you.
it's just that's like a guy who's like Andrew Tate was done at disservice.
Yeah.
He didn't traffic those women.
Free Tate.
He's wearing an Andrew Tate jersey
Yeah.
actually as he's typing
That whole joke is about how my girlfriend wears the pants.
Yes.
Super excited about that.
Yeah.
And I'm not an alpha. Who the fuck is?
Nobody
in this
in
room.
here.
Once you meet a hot enough lady that you like enough, you
Yeah.
are not an alpha anymore.
We've been talking Lord of the Rings lore
Yeah.
and had a 5-minute discourse on magic. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
alpha.
All right, one of us maybe is a little bit more of an alpha
There's
than the
no
rest of us.
alpha.
You're not
in
calling me. I will say my one friend who's really into Magic the Gathering, a couple of them, I hate calling them this, but they are like so confident
Yeah.
that that's what they like.
Yeah.
And they don't take any shit from anybody. That
Yeah.
I'm like, that is actually, I guess, alpha.
That's an alpha. That's alpha behavior.
Both these guys, the two guys, shout out to Taylor and Logan, my friends, some of my best friends from Colorado.
Hell yeah.
Cut that out.
They're both just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Fuck whoever makes fun of them.
Yeah. They just love their hobbies
Yeah.
and their
I thought you were gonna say fuck whoever they want.
Yeah.
they
Well,
do whatever they want. Fuck whoever they want.
They do that too. I
They
think.
run
Yeah,
Denver.
They're hot boys.
They clean up at those magic cons, dude.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally all the pre-com.
Find a Chandra cosplay girl.
I don't even know what that means. I hate that.
She's a
I'm looking for
Let's gonna
people
look
that
it
are-
up, and in 5 minutes we're gonna have a discourse about this.
I'm just trying to go find the ladies who are cosplaying as Mana.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Ooh,
tap it.
Damn you. Let me tap you, girl.
Were you setting up for that bit?
No, I
dude?
wasn't. That was so funny.
Holy shit, Chris.
The podcast where Mike finds a new friends are
It's like
some of the
every
best ones.
podcast.
you come in so dark. You're like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What's going on here? You leave, you're like, if I ever
so
get remarried, you're
happy.
gonna be in the wedding, buddy.
I come in so irritated. I leave so happy.
Hey, that's a sign of a good pod for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so this is another great one. This is a big heater of yours. It's how Disney Star Wars redeemed itself. 1.3 million on Instagram,
Oh, I
Chris.
can only imagine. what the
Very
fuck
good,
people say
Chris.
about shit.
Very
Quite-
good.
Quite
Very
the
good. Thank
very
you.
good, Chris. Daryl. Okay.
Unbelievable.
So Daryl _Blackfire says, I'm guessing the crowd didn't laugh much because Disney Star Wars has ruined the franchise and left people bitter. Good solid comedy though.
That's actually exactly what happened. Yeah. The whole crowd was like, actually, Disney has ruined it. No, Disney, get him off the stage.
He should have been a Skywalker.
A Palpatine? No. That makes no sense.
Mr. _Doctor _Nerd says, I'm afraid of his search history.
I trust you.
I'd be afraid. Be very afraid.
I feel like we get it. We know
You got a
you're
VPN.
Fine. You're good.
Yeah,
dude,
you got a
I'm
VPN.
fine. It's
Yeah.
all my scary search history is in Portugal. You'll never find me.
My wife almost got herself on a list the other night because our dog ate like some spackling I had done on the wall, and she's like, I need to see how much antifreeze you ingest till it's toxic. I was like, don't Google that.
Yeah.
Don't Google that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately you got to phone a friend for that one.
Yeah.
Maybe do one more and then we do the troll back.
Dude, I got a couple really good ones.
Yeah, no,
here.
but maybe we do one more and then we do the troll back.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this longer one. It's from Katin Chiluis. It says, fun fact, the Jedi were totally fine with sex, as some species needed to mate for their own health or because they were from a race that was suffering a severe decline in population like Conehead. He had multiple wives and children as the males of his species were nearly extinct and clans would raid and wipe each other out for the males, so sex was okay as far as the Jedi were concerned. Just don't catch feelings in the process, meaning if Anakin had only told the council he and Padme were just having platonic sex, and that's it, he would have had a 60-40 chance they would have at most was told him to wear protection. Dude, that's it.
What do you say?
That's a comment from someone who hasn't had sex in a long time. you just feel it in everywhere. The longer it gets, you're like, oh, you're backed up, buddy.
That guy spent an hour on that. I feel like
Knowing
Yeah.
the lore of Jedi coitus is crazy.
You
I
have to
want
do
you to
some
know
research. You know,
He's
That's
on that
ins-
wiki fandom.
I
Yeah.
can't even
Yeah.
imagine where you're finding that.
that's
Like,
I wish I had commented back.
That's the caption.
Like, of course.
but you know that person's Star Wars fanfic, like the sexy fanfic shit. You know it goes crazy.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
it's just like female Yoda with big old knockers getting like
Oh,
titty
yeah.
fucked by a lightsaber or something.
You'd kill her. You'd kill her if
That
you
was too specific.
Yeah, if you titty fucked Yoda with a lightsaber,
Yeah.
you'd kill him, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Get on your horse, Chris.
No, she uses the force to keep it off of her.
In half,
She's got a real name. What's her? What's female Yoda's name?
In half, I am chopped. Chris.
In half, I have split you.
Yaddle.
Trembling your legs are.
I think Chris.
Ashton Womack has a great. Someday Ashton needs to be on the podcast, but he has
I
a
don't think
great joke about Yoda going down on someone.
Yes.
And I think it's online. You should all check it out. It's incredible. I'm not going to butcher it here, but check it out.
I'm
Listen.
into it. I could be into things like that.
I don't know. When I was saying it, I was like, yeah, I'd probably look at this. Like, I don't want to be weird about it, but I'd see what it looked like to get titty fucked by. Maybe like a long staff instead of a.
Oh, back to Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
Yeah, Gandalf staff. Cross genre.
You shall not come.
Seriously.
Okay, here's one. Again, another
Let's
Millie
just do
Chris.
the last one.
Yeah, I am. This is the last one. So, Chris, our last segment, we're going to pick a comment, and then we each wrote responses on your behalf, and you pick the response you want us to post
Hell yeah.
on your behalf, if that makes any sense
I love that. That's
whatsoever.
This is such a fun podcast.
So this is from a weed. It's a miracle I was never in prison. That's the clip.
right.
And it's from SB_617_. He says, stole this joke. Also, timing is off. And okay, cool. You smoke weed. So does everyone else.
Yeah.
Hurtful.
Pretty mean. That one just seemed mean.
Stole that joke from who?
Yeah, they don't. They never know. It's always you. It's always like I saw someone do that, and then it's just your own
I actually
clip.
have had that once before. Been like, someone else did this joke about that, and then I was like, well, I think it was me. Maybe I've posted this joke before. Like,
Dude, you had that on the Alan Rickman cat one, and I'm like, how? How
Yeah.
did he fucking
It's
steal this? This just
the
happened.
most specific thing that's ever happened.
every
so
joke
specific.
that goes a little bit viral or whatever, someone always comments in there being like, you stole this from this actually.
Yeah.
And then I'm always on a quest to not. I'm not stealing on purpose, but if I've accidentally lifted something, sure, whatever. We've all got leaky brains, and I try to Google it and then get on there and be like, more than half, 90% of the time, no way did I steal it.
Yeah.
Like it's just a little bit. Like the overlap is like
It's a weed premise, dude.
truly the overlap is
Yeah.
like smoked weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like,
start the joke by being like, I was walking the other day, and someone's like, someone's done that. Someone's
Yeah,
walked before.
People have
You
walked.
walk.
Yeah.
People have walked. You don't walk, dude.
also, it's just comedy's huge. I was talking to shout out to Jeffrey Asmus.
Absolutely cut that out. Do not let that stay in.
Yep, we missed that.
I talked about that. I talked to, I like had a bit of a crisis because I had a joke that a bunch of people were like, you stole this from The Simpsons. And they were like, this is like episode 16, season 32, the exact premise of the episode. And it was so similar. And I was like, what do I do, Jeffrey? And he was like, we're not expected to know the entire catalog
Right.
of comedy, let alone just The Simpsons.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, you're going to fuck up and post something that someone else has thought of. But
Did you leave it up?
yeah,
Gotta leave it
fuck
up.
it. Yeah.
And that advice came from a guy who's known every war that's ever happened. So
Yeah.
like, if he's like, yeah, let it slide.
Yeah, he knows the capital of every country.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Virgin until he was 27.
yeah. Yeah.
Shocker.
Powerful man. He kept all that goo in.
Gooey does not.
But yeah, what are your guys' replies to that?
You want to go first, man?
Yeah. Will you read it one more time for me?
Yeah, of course. SB_617_ stole this joke. Also, timing is off. And okay, cool. You smoke weed. So does everyone else.
My response was, everyone else is a cunt, but you don't let that stop you from being one. Let him cook. That's what I wrote.
Hell yeah.
I said, spoken like a true narc. Timing was off because I was smoking that good loud. The only thing you've ever tried to smoke is your own pole.
Can we do both?
Every time.
Sure.
Is that what they pick? Both every time?
Not lately. It's been
A lot of people,
both.
to be nice, I think, pick both.
That's okay. and I'm behind, so I need it. So I'll take it.
I don't think either one was stronger than the other. I'm excited to be defended.
Well, we'll do both of them.
Yeah.
We'll do
Hey,
both.
congratulations.
Another
So,
tie.
A tie is a win for
As
me.
you can tell, I like soccer. 1 point for each of you on the table. Everything steady.
Chris, where can people find you? Where can they find you online? What shows you have coming up? This will come out
Yeah, it's
later January, February.
my bud Chris on Instagram, and if you live in the Colorado area, I'm recording a special at the Comedy Fort,
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Congrats.
When are you recording it?
the 21st and 22nd of February.
Hell yeah.
Oh, baby.
Get
in
out there.
Come hang; it'll be a fun time. Yeah,
Love that.
yeah. Thanks, guys.
At Just Mike Lester on all social media. Again, Spotify, they have comments now, so comment on our episodes on Spotify. Help boost us that way.
Boost us there. Check us out on YouTube too.
YouTube, comment on YouTube, save the playlist. That's a big thing.
Save the playlist.
Appreciate you all.
Save the world.
Yep. Gonna start doing IG stories, our own DASAWTYTW on IG stories.
Okay.
Check that out.
I didn't know that.
Gonna start sourcing.
Love that.
Sourcing.
For me, at Shaq Katzner on everything. Come out to my weekly show, Darlings, in Minneapolis every Thursday at 9:30. Late night show. It's really good. We have fun drop-ins. If you're ever in town on Thursday, come do it. Mike's done it. It's great. I will also say I'm recording my debut album February 28th and March 1st at Sisyphus Brewing. You should come out to that, get tickets.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a fun show. I'm going to quit after. You'll never see me do comedy again after I do this. But this is the last time you can come see me. I'll be at the Parkway Theater January 17th. I don't know if this will be up before or after that. And I will be doing a bunch of other stuff. Check out, I'm headlining in like Wisconsin and around here. Check out my link tree on my Instagram. I got all my dates on there. Neil?
Neil Face on Instagram, link in the bio. Yeah. And shout out to
Seven Swords? You don't want to do that?
Oh, yeah, Seven Swords. Actually, I'm sorry. All those things.
Neil's fucked up right now.
Seven Sword sounds for my music. And then shout out to Slam Academy for letting us use the space.
Love you, Slam. Thank you, Slam. And until next time, you can
go to hell.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Great. Room tone for a second here.